Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. We've got a rather unconventional game for you today in this one. This is the SU-8, it's the Tier 6 Soviet SPG. It's located on the north spawn of Lakeville, and it's under the command of Funnythehekwit of the Wolf Creek serial arsonists. Now, yes, he has got a very unusual way of playing. You'll find that out during this video. That's the Tier 7 game with Tier 6 Arty in it, so he should be having a bit of fun as a bottom tier. He's got the 152mm howitzer, capable of 550 alpha, and also a fairly fast fire rate as well. 38mm of pen, 6.7 meters on the burst radius, between 6.5 and 11 seconds of stun, and he's already looking for the target. Unfortunately, positioned just a little too not too far out, but too little out, so he can get the shells over that rise. That looks good. Got the concentration skill working. Just wants to see the enemy come over the rise, and then he can put one in them. Now, the SU-8, as you know, didn't actually exist. It was supposed to have been built from the T-28, but they actually stopped producing the T-28s. First shot, 260 hit points off the top of the Churchill. But the crocodile, you saw the shell actually hit the top of the turret, carved a hole in it. Wasn't a penetrating shot, but it certainly did a lot of damage. Bounce out again, and it hits the SMV this time for 184. The enemy's getting rather close, but I think he's going to stick around for one more shot before he has to leave. You can see that our guys are getting pretty well hammered. Okay, rounds out. No, that one hit the ground. It still stunned the SMV CC-56, but it landed behind him, and now he's tracked. But I think they've got the better of our guys on that corner, and their Govka's pushing through, and so's their Panther. So we're loaded. Rounds out. That's a hit. 242. He makes the SMV CC-56 a one-shot for his next round. You can see the shells coming from the enemy Arty, so they're obviously just over the corner next to that little island. We can't get shots on the Panther at the moment, but if he backs up a bit, we might be able to. The Govka, though, we can. Now, that shell didn't work, unfortunately, and our E-25 is actually retreating under fire. He's getting hit by the Arty. We're trying to get a shot on this Govka. We lost sight of him. There's the Panther. There's the SU-152. Well, we can definitely hit the SU-152. Let it settle. Fires the round in and quickly departs, saying, that's it, I can't stick around any longer. We've just got the E-25 and the Govka's just around the corner. In fact, he may have left it a little too late, but no, he manages to get past there without getting spotted. But he's actually headed for the corner. Now, I did say he plays very unconventionally in this game. You just saw him play conventionally by shooting at the enemy in the valley. But now he's going to do something, well, rather unusual, you should say. Okay, he's trying to get further down this the lake road. And look at this, driving up to the Hellcat who's sitting on the corner. Okay. You rarely see Arty do this in a battle, but they managed to get rid of the light tank that was in the town centre, and our E-25 is now facing an SU-152, and he's sitting here on the lake road. He's been spotted, and oh my god, you're right on the edge. Backs up. He's auto-aiming on. This should be fun. Auto-aim on. Let it do it naturally. Yes! Direct hit for 220. But don't fall off the edge. Whatever you do, don't fall off the edge.
Ready to fire.
Okay, he's auto-aimed on again. Backing up to take his shot. He's got the communications expert working now. So 2.5 extra on the crew skills. And he's letting it dial in. I don't think that E-25 can get a shot on him at the moment. But he can do it in reverse. Now, we didn't see if that hit, because he went unspotted just at the moment we fired. and he's trying not to expose the side of his vehicle every time he pulls back. But he's also desperately trying to cling on. Okay, now needs to see that guy to get a shot. The enemy is sitting there thinking, what do we do next? Because they've only got 5 tanks left. They've got 2 Arty, and they've got 2 tank destroyers and a heavy tank. The Crocodile's the heavy. They've got an E25, a Sture MV7X, and of course the 2 Artys, which are an M44 and a GW Panther. And I don't think the GW expected to meet our guys. Okay, we've been spotted, but he's also aiming. Oh, he shotguns the Crocodile for 240 hit points, and he gets stun assist, but he takes 1 round from the E25. Now the Crocodile could probably fire at him right now, but he's doing it again. He's manually aiming at this guy. Oh, now he's doing it not manually. Now he knocked the building down, but the Crocodile has gone. So he's not expecting any more rounds from that guy. And they've already lost one of their Artys. They lost the GW, so only the M44 left. And now the enemy's being attacked from 2 different directions at the same time. He can actually drive up behind this Sture MV7X and shoot him in the ass, just like somebody did with an Object 261 last year. This could be so funny. Get ready for an enema. Well, he hit him. 235 hit points of damage. And now he's going after the M44. It's the last enemy left. He just fired, which means there's no way he can reload before we do. And that means the M44 is toast. Hello, Mr. M44. That was really good. That's Funnythehekwit in the SU-8. Well, I told you it was an unconventional game, but get this, it was the first ace tanker as well. Funnythehekwit of the Wolf Creek serial arsonist managed to get a first ace tanker in the SU-8 on that match. He also got a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits in this one. He managed to get 8. He also got a Confederate for hitting more of the enemy than anyone else on his team, and his win 8 was Super Unicum with 3002. Let's have a look at the team scores to see what else he did. Well, the highest damage in the game turned out to be the E25 on his own team, who got 2,225, and that was the guy who was taking on the SU-152 at the other end of the map when we actually debarked and went straight down the lake road. Yes, he was staying behind to try and fight off the enemy one by one. So he got the highest damage, but he didn't pick up a high caliber because he didn't get 20% of the enemy hit pool. The second highest damage went to Funnythehekwit with 1,937, and the third highest damage went to the RL44 on their team with 1,754. When it came to kills, we see that it was that E25 again. He got 5 kills in that game. 2 kills went to the SNVCC56 on our team, the E25 on the enemy team, and the Sture MV7X and M44 on their team. And when it came to Funnythehekwit, he only got 1 kill out of that one. But when it came to base XP, just look at this. He's in second place again. So second on damage, second on base XP. He picked up 1,014 base, the high score going to the E25, who bravely stood and defended their cap, but unfortunately he did fall at the end. But he managed 1,104, and they were the only 2 players who managed to get over 1,000 base in the game. The next highest being the heavy tank number 6, who got 670. So let's have a look at detail. He fired only 12 rounds in the game, but he got 7 direct hits, no penetrations, but 10 splash. Damage of 1,937 hit points, of which 874 were at more than 300 meters. So you can see over 1,000 hit points of damage were actually done at close range. Some of them right up their rear as he was killing them. And also, of course, the M44 right in his face. 1 hit received from the enemy. It was a penetrating shot. Yes, he did take 1 round that he didn't want to take, but there wasn't much he could do about that. He was desperate to make an input to the battle at the other end of the map rather than stick around his own cap and get wiped out so quickly. He got 7 enemy vehicles damaged, 1 killed. There's the Confederate. 368 hit points of damage assistance and 800 on stun assist off 9 stuns. On a free-to-play account, he actually made a profit of 61,306 credits for the game. And he also made 1,521 experience points out of it as well. It's pretty amazing to think of it. That, I mean, it was shotgun rich, you might say, this battle, because he, instead of doing it auto-aim, which I definitely would have done, actually, I would have locked on and just let them have it. And that way, I think I would have got hits on the enemy all the same. But that E25, he took that guy for 413 hit points from just pulling up a bit to get the gun to shoot over the rock. And then the E25 couldn't really get a shot on him, but he was so desperately close to falling into the lake. But he managed to survive nonetheless. So what an unconventional win, and it really was funny. I wouldn't recommend doing that all the time, though, because there's a good chance that they may take advantage of you, especially if they see or recognize your name and realize, oh, that's the guy who goes shotgun a lot. But it can be so funny when you drive up behind an enemy tank who's just fired his gun, and then he gets an enemy right up his jacksie with a 152mm round. Hope you enjoyed that. I certainly did. If you did, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.